What is up, everybody? I am Magnum 72, and welcome to what is most definitely the biggest project that I have ever and probably will ever have on my channel. Welcome to the Magnum Cup series, everybody. So, I'll just go through kind of the rules of everything, how the hell it all works before we get started with this race. And yeah, so there's going to be, we'll start out with the schedule, which I will pop up on the screen now. These are the only 10 tracks in the game, unfortunately. So this is going to be a bit of a short season, and I try to model it in a way that does kind of mimic the real-life NASCAR schedule, although it is not perfect. I tried my best. And, yeah, so now the point system. If you win, you get 200 points. Second gets 190. 5 points will separate every other position. Stages will be a thing in this game. 10 points for first, 9 for second, and so on, down to 1 for 10th place. There will be no playoffs in this. Partly, that's because there's not enough races. It's going to be a 10-race season, so that's part of it. And secondly, this is just supposed to be for fun, and playoffs are complicated, and I wouldn't do it even if we had a longer season. So that's how that's going to work. Not all of the drivers in the field, as you can see, have a person attached to them. So those guys will still be scored for points. However, if they are getting in the front too much, or if they're getting in the way of the leaders, I will send them back to the rear of the field, just kind of get them out of here, because I would like for the championship to be mostly drivers that are assigned, mostly drivers that have a person attached to them. So we'll try and do half distance races and stages at every quarter length. And yeah, so before we get into this, I just wanted to thank every single one of the people that signed up for this. We had 34 sign-ups for this series, which is insane. I don't think that I could have ever imagined getting that many people on for a series. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it deeply. Just getting a chance to kind of give back to the community, and give you something cool like this, it's an honor. And I'm very thankful to everyone that signed up, because I would not be able to do this and make it quite as fun without the people that signed up. So thank you for allowing me to do this. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm gonna try and get each video out every Sunday from this race on. This race is gonna be coming out not on Sunday. It's gonna be coming out on Thursday, but I'm gonna try and get the races out every Sunday. Just to kind of have a weekly thing that we do for 10 weeks. My cat, fucking hell. Would you not, dude? You'd not be making a bunch of background noise. I'm trying to film here. Anyway, my apologies. If the cat makes sounds in the background, I'm sorry, he's wild. Can't really control that either. So, with that out of the way, and actually I'm going to change the lap counter to 110, because it's 25 laps of fuel each run. And this is my third attempt at recording this, so I hope this is the one that gets through and is actually the video that I end up posting. but I was noticing that they kept pitting at the end of the stages, because the fuel runs 25 laps, so they were pitting like right at the end of the stage, and it was fucking everything up. So I am going to extend the length of the race a little bit, so that they're not pitting, at least not right at the end of the race. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my commentary. I hope you enjoy the product that I'm about to put out to you all. And, you know, why not waste any more time? So, before, this is not the official start of the race. I'm not sure why the 34 is in the pits. But he will catch back up. So, we will have yellows if a car flies off the racetrack. So besides the stage yellows, we will be having yellows if we see a car go off the track. That will be the one time we will see a yellow happen. I actually hit the fucking 34 to pit again, so that's my bad. But yeah, here we go. We are gonna be green. The Daytona 500 is underway. I'm sorry, 34. I can't be clicking here. I'm so used to the other game where it's like so ass backwards. Anyway, Christopher Bell, the lead at the start of this Magnum 500. And I apologize to the 34 car. I did not mean to do that. Because I'm so used to the other game layout where the button to change cameras is on the right side, and then the button to pit drivers is on the left. I'm so used to that. I apologize. I need to figure out a way to reverse the muscle memory there. I was doing good my last recording of the race, but then my internet decided to die with like 20 laps to go. It was heartbreaking because that race was so fucking good. But anyway, Bell's got a bit of a gap now on the field. Reddick gonna get right to the back bumper of Bowman, looking to take the second spot from him. And now Chris Buescher, who is probably in the best position to win that race, he now finds himself in the third position. At this point, if we have if the fucking game crashes again, if my internet dies again, this will be my last attempt for the night before I go to sleep, and I'm gonna try again tomorrow night, because it is, I mean, you can't see the time right now. It is 11:30 at night, and this is my third attempt recording this. I am having one hell of a time getting this video out for you guys. So, and again, it has to happen tonight, or else the video is not going to go out on schedule. So, this is going to be the last attempt at recording this for the night, and if not, if something goes wrong with the recording, then that'll be the last attempt that I do, because it's the third attempt. I've had enough. And going for the lead now is Chris Buescher, passing Christopher Bell. So just to kind of recap what was going on that first race, we had pit stops happening right at the end of the stage, and there was a massive accident coming out of the pits where about 7 or 8 cars got stuck coming out of the pit lanes. That led to about half the field being trapped a lap down. We had like 15 or 16 cars left on the lead lap, so it was actually quite insane. But yeah, that is what's been going on, and I'm going to pit all the guys that don't have names attached to them, just so that we can get a normal race going without all the bogus names involved. So that is all that is all of those people. And Bell will be right behind the 17 now, and there's going to be a bit of vision lag in this. I apologize. My computer is shit, and you might be able to tell that by the way that the recording has failed 3 times. Whoa, Busher got bounced up to the outside lane. You can see how a car would go off the track because these cubes get bounced around a lot. So yeah, Chris Busher, he was the driver that was likely going to win that race the first go around. So I am happy that he is at least, wow. Okay, that was not physics. That was not physics right there. That was something else entirely. That was gravity was doing something weird right there. So yeah, we had 34 people get signed up on this, and so yeah, it's quite crazy. Quite crazy. Wait a minute. I swear to God, it is like the game is trying to screw Chris Busher. It is like the fucking game is trying to screw over this poor soul. Do you see what I'm seeing? The game has him a lap down. The game has him a lap down right now. Unbelievable. This game does not want Chris Busher to win again. Because he was the one that was leading the show right when that whole kerfuffle happened with the game dying. He was the one that was leading when that whole thing happened, and he had a large enough gap to where I think he would have held on to it. He was probably going to win that race. It is like the game does not want him to win, because now it has put him a lap down. That is so fucked up. That is so fucked up, bro. Oh, I feel bad for Busher. I feel bad for Busher. He deserves better. Oh my God, the 17 is inside of the 84 right now. Probably because I'm pitting the 84. Yeah, just all the guys that don't have names that are not associated with it with the Twitter user. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Throw them out of the picture. Because I want those guys to be behind. Wait a minute, is Byron off the track? No, he's still alive. And it's funny because I pitted I think the 24 had the same fucking thing happen to him. I think the 24 had the same thing happen to him. So now we got random guys going a lap down, which is not cool. Uh-oh. Caution is out. It is Austin Dillon. And that is our first yellow. I see people coming through there. So I'm gonna let those guys go. Yellow flag is out. It is for Austin Dillon, who has gone off the racetrack on lap 18 of the 500. So again, that's an example of how the caution system works. If a car flies off the track, we will call that a crash. because obviously they're done for the day. They're not going to be able to continue on anymore. So we will call cars flying off the track of caution, and the yellow will get thrown whenever I see it. So the green flag is back in the air. Fucking Busher. My goodness. I feel for him. Because you saw that, right? He just went from being in the race to now his chances are done. It just happens that fast. Wait, where is he right now? Has the 17 gone AWOL? Where? Oh my god, he hit the apron and he's all the way the fuck back there. Oh my god. Poor Busher. Just no fucking luck. Busher has no luck. It is actually quite sad. He has absolutely no luck. So, again, I'm just going to get rid of these guys one more time. Throw them down the pits. I am trying... Dude, it's happening to multiple people. I think. Because the 38... Okay, I just pitted the... I keep forgetting to pit the 38. The 38... Okay, so the 38 is gone. The 38 is out of the picture. So hopefully... Like, I'm at least gonna try and have that 17 finish ahead of everyone. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought Herbst just ate it off of the... Okay. So that should fix things. Let's go back up to the top, where it is Kyle Busch out in front. And here comes a 20 at Christopher Bell. We're coming up on the end of the stage. And they're gonna be making pit stops. So I'm gonna call the end of the stage break. The end of lap 25 is when I will call the stage, and I'm just gonna go off the leaderboard. Whoever I see at the top 10 is who I'm gonna give the stage points to. Because it was actually weird. The last race we had that whole crash on pit road in the last attempt of recording this. And Truex won the stage, but the leaderboard said someone else did, and he was the only one that I saw cross the line. And I had no way of knowing who the rest of the top 10 was, so I was going to go off the leaderboard, but obviously that recording got wiped because the fucking internet crashed. And through turn 4, Kyle Busch is not going to make a mistake. He's about to come in the pits. And actually, he's going to. Kyle Busch on pit road will win stage 1. And a bunch of them stayed out. There's going to be a bunch of them pitting on the goddamn green-white checker. Or on the goddamn... restart. There's going to be guys pitting. Oh, brother. Well, that is about to be a not fun thing that we're about to have to deal with. Okay. So, Kyle Busch is your stage 1 winner. Chase Elliott second. Daniel Hemrick third. Hamlin, Gregson, McDowell, LaJoy, Berry, Cindric, and Jones, the top 10. Those are all your points-having drivers in this stage. And the green flag is now back in the air. Stage 2 is underway. And surprisingly, I don't see anyone pitting on the restart. Okay, I know that the 43 did not stop. So, how much fuel does he have? Okay, I guess he did make a pit stop because it's showing he's got a full tank. He's got a full tank of gas. Wait a minute. Am I seeing shit, or did I just see 260 cars? I'm pretty sure. I'm probably just seeing shit. It's fucking late. But I'm pretty positive I saw 260 cars for a second there. Trick of the. Whoa! Okay, that was some not safe for work shit. Weird ass shit just happened right there. The fucking 8 car lifted the 43 into the air. Did you see that shit? Anyway, Kyle Busch now back to the lead. He has never won this race. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he just glitched Kyle Busch, because he was way ahead of there. He was way ahead of the field before that happened. Whoa. And now the race leader is Noah Gragson. Should be Chris Buescher, but it's Gragson out in front. Holy hell, the vision lag. I apologize about that, by the way. There's not a lot I can do about it. It is what it is. Buescher. See, if Buescher could get clear of the pack enough, I would throw a caution to get him back into, like, the race. So that's the only way that I'd be able to give a free pass, is if he got far enough out to where I could throw a caution for Gragson. You know what? I'm going to attempt that real quick, because he's got a big enough lead. I'm going to attempt. This is a bad idea. Yep. Okay, I missed that time. You know what? I'm just not going to bother with it. Although he does have a pretty damn big lead. Okay, if what I try ends up fucking shit up, I apologize. I just feel bad for Buescher, okay? Coming out of 4 now. Caution. Nope. Okay, I fuck shit up. At this point, I already fucked it up enough. Yeah, green flag. Just let those guys go. I'm sorry. I was trying to give the 17 his lap back. Okay, going forward, I'm trying not to be a dumbass. But if I am a dumbass accidentally, just forgive me. Okay, is everyone caught up yet? Here comes Hemrick. Byron is here. The 15 is here. Alright, green flag. We're gonna get rid of these guys again. The ones that are not a part of this championship. We're gonna get rid of them. So they're not up here. We don't have to deal with them. Okay. Look. Okay, the 14 is the leader. Looks like. I was like, damn, where did Logano come from? That's the thing with these restarts. Is that you have people just flying in out of freaking nowhere. Coming in out of freaking nowhere land. But yeah, the 17, I'm sorry. Not a lot I can do about that. It's just the game being the game. Yeah, lap 36 now. Race leader is now Stenhouse. And he's currently getting a lot of pressure from Buescher and Briscoe. Buescher's trying to get his lap back. Briscoe's going for the lead. I can't believe how the game screwed Buescher twice. Because the first recording of his race, he was leading. The second recording, he didn't even have a chance from the start. So, it's just awful for him. Okay, I didn't completely fuck the 34 car over, because I know I fucked him up to start the race. I'm glad I didn't fuck him up completely. Yeah, Buescher, at this point, you're going to have to get like a Sonic the Hedgehog glitch or something like that. if you're going to want to get back on the lead lap, because I am not taking the chance of fucking it up again unless you have a massive lead. Because I was going to try and time it to where it would just let the 17 through and everyone else got stacked up to hopefully let the 17 rejoin the pack. But we are already about to hit what is about to be the halfway point. I think halfway point is like lap maybe 55, somewhere around there. But yeah, Briscoe is going to get by Stenhouse and take the race lead. Briscoe is trying to fight back, but he's not going to be able to. This 17 car is going to be getting in the way of these guys. And also, Ryan Blaney's popping up here in third. And I think the 17 just tried to push the 47 below the yellow line right there. You see that? That was almost illegal. That was almost not legal. Yeah, it's still happening. The Hemrick's a lap down, Byron. All these guys are freaking laps down, dude. I mean, the first time it happened, I kind of got it because I was like, okay, race has been chaos. We had cars crashing and shit in the pits, so it's like, cars being lapped down the first time, kind of made sense to me. This time, it has not made sense to me. I'm pretty sure it happened in my, I think it was either my 2022 or 2023 Roblox 500 race, where the same thing happened to Chase Elliott, where he was leading, he was fighting for the win. And then for some reason the game just did not count his laps, and it just sent him, and it just put him a lap down. So I apologize to the people that affected. But I'm just, dude, we got like 5 laps of fuel for the 47. This is about to be pit road mania soon. Yeah, hopefully that last pit stop has put all those guys behind the leaders. So hopefully the non-Twitter people. Is Larson? Yeah, why is Larson so many laps down? This is just one of those fucking races. We haven't had a massive crash in the pits yet, which I kind of hope that gets replicated, just because I swear to God, we had a bunch of cars get stopped in the pits at the end of stage 1 last recording. I might have to post a video clip of that, because I still have the video. I might have to post the video of them getting stuck in the pits, because that was really funny. But if you want to see that video, let me know down in the comments. I probably won't post the full thing, but I'll post parts of it. And Kyle Busch, tired. Kyle Busch, whoa, Stenhouse getting knocked up the track there. And wow, a huge run by Stenhouse. He's gonna blow the doors off of Kyle Busch. And that, I think, might be the stage. He's got a pretty big gap on those 2 cars behind him, so I think that might be the stage right there. Actually, maybe not, because, yeah, the 47 is going to be pitting with 2 to go in the stage. You know what? I have an idea. I'm just going to pit everybody right now. so that the strategy doesn't get fucked up. We actually have a natural end to stage 2 here. So Stenhouse is going to be coming in the pits along with the entire field behind him, and hopefully now it will still retain some form of what it was like before. Yeah, it's looking that way. Okay, we're good. So now the entire field is filled up, and the end of lap 50, this will be the lap that we throw the caution when they cross the line here. So this is the battle for the stage win. Stenhouse, Busch, Briscoe. Look at Ryan Blaney trying to go for something here out of 4, but out of turn 4, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins stage 2 at Daytona. We're going to go back to Larson here. Once he crosses, we will throw it. And they're going to come out of 4, stage yellow. Wow, they're really far behind. I actually missed, so I'm a dumbass. I missed the top 10, which I think I still got on screen. So I know Stenhouse won the stage. It wasn't Ryan Blaney, but I'll go back and fix that in the when I do the standings at the end of the video. Which yeah. So I mean, I guess if you wanted to calculate it yourself, just a fact check, you can go for it. But yeah, here we go. So this will be about the halfway point pretty soon. Everyone's all topped up on gas. We might not be seeing pit stops at a fucked up time now, because I did pit them all right at the end. We'll see what happens. But here we go. Green flag. We're gonna have a bunch of lap cars in the way on this restart. Don't worry, we will get rid of them. The green flag is out. The final stage is back underway. But let's get rid of these cars, because all they are doing is getting in the damn way. So it is... I can't even hardly tell what's happening, because there's... Whoa, Eric Jones! Looks like he's going to stay on the track. I think we just saw another one go off, I think. I think another car just bit the dust. No, I am mistaken. I'm seeing things. I thought someone else flew off the track. But it is now Ricky Stenhouse in the lead now. I'm gonna keep. I mean, the 17 is technically the leader. Chris Buescher should be the leader, but the game is gonna do what the game's gonna do. I mean, I suppose that I could manually do it and like give the win to Buescher if he gets it, but again, I'm gonna go off the leaderboard. And what the leaderboard says, what I'm going to do, unless it's totally fucked up with missing people, a bunch of them, then maybe I'll change it. I don't know. This is a new thing for me. I've never attempted to do a season with this before, because in the past it's been like, okay, it's just one race, I'll go by the leaderboard. But now that it's a full season and we have points on the line, you know, who knows what you guys think of it. So definitely make sure to let me know in the comments if there's anything that I should be changing about the season. Again, how the hell it all works, I will link down in the description of this video, because I know that it is maybe a little bit too hard to follow for you guys. This is just something that I'm doing for fun. So Stenhouse continues to lead the way. How many cars are on the lead lap right now? I'm curious. Because, see, now it's showing the 17 and 24th. Okay, so he is the first car a lap down. is Busher. So we have 23 people on the lead lap, and everyone else is a lap down. So who knows? We'll see how many spots Busher can make up. How many people the game does this to. But I'm gonna say maybe if he gets a top 20, we'll leave it. Excuse my coughing. I am still a tad bit ill. I feel fine. But if you've ever had like a cold, you know how the coughs can linger. And I still have a cough, so I apologize about the coughing. I've been trying not to cough because it's gross. But if I do, I apologize. So Briscoe continuing to lead the show here in Daytona. He's got his Stewart Haas teammate Josh Berry up in second behind him. As I think it's about time, I'm going to use the bathroom, and I wish I had the game audio turned on, but we're going to go for some NASCAR Crank It Up without the audio. So what's the whole point? I don't know. But I got to go potty, so deuces for like a few minutes. And we are back. And it appeared Ryan Blaney is the leader. God damn it. What did I miss? Anyway, Blaney the lead in Daytona. After 64 laps have been completed. We're on lap 65 now. And these guys are going to start making green flag stops. There are going to be some green flag stops happening very, very soon. So keep your eye on that. I'll scroll through the field, show you all where your favorite driver is currently finding themselves at the moment. I believe we have only one DNF. Oh, we have two DNFs. You know what? It's the fucking 36 car. He's not even a part of this thing. Not even racing for this championship. We'll leave him there. We'll leave him there. Fuck it. I want to see some green flag stops. I want to see some strategy going on here. And Allmendinger just kind of leapfrogged closer to the 12. But let's not forget about the 4 of Barry. He is coming on the inside of the 16. The 16 is going to get the run back on him, though, down the back straightaway. Barry's still there, though. They're both gaining on the 12 quickly here. Here comes Barry to the outside. Goes Allmendinger now. They were 3 wide for a brief second. Blaney still holds the lead. They're both going to have a similar line into turn 1. They're all trying to stay in each other's draft. Whoa! The 16, how the hell did he stay on the track? What a save by AJ Allmendinger. I'm waiting to see if anyone else goes off. And hey, we're on lap 69. Nice. Here comes Busher. He's still trying to get his lap back. Racing side by side with Ryan Blaney. Fighting desperately, trying to get his lap back. But that's not going to happen unless he pulls far enough away. But Buescher is now technically on the lead lap, but Ryan Blaney still holds the lead. Now Barry's about 4 or 5 cube lengths off the 12. As they're both whoa! Whoa! Wow! They almost... There was a lot of stuff just happened. What a save by Ryan Blaney. What a save by... I think that was Chase Briscoe that went flying in the air. Wow, that was wild. Josh Berry not in the lead, but Blaney has recovered fast, and he's going to get the lead back from the 4 of Berry. It's not over. You're going to... The 16's up on the outside of the 4 for second place. That battle, Berry with a big block on the 16. The 16's shoving him through the turn. Blaney back underneath Buescher. He's going to take the lead, or going to take the spot away from him, putting a car in between him and second. But he's going to be able to pull away a little bit on that bottom lane. A slight gap he's got now on the 17. 17's hot on his heels, though. The 4 and the 16 are neck and neck for second place still. I almost said third. The 17 is throwing me off. And I tell you, someone who's starting to get himself into this battle, that's a 99 of Suarez. Suarez is getting close. He's broken off a bit from that pack back there. And he is starting to gain time pretty fast on these guys behind. Now Barry's trying to get past Buescher. And now pit stops. William Byron, Logano, Elliott, Nemechek are staying out on the racetrack. But they're not showing up on the leaderboard for some reason. I think all those cars are a lap down. I think all those cars are a lap down. So they're gonna be all coming in this time, I think. Yep, Byron. Logano's staying out still, but Nemechek and Elliott are down the pits. So where is that 22 at? He's down in 32nd. Ouch. But he is trying to stretch it, hoping for a yellow to come out. But I don't believe that's going to be a thing for him. I think. And there goes 22 coming down the pit lane. So who is the leader that's going to be coming around? I think it's 12 still. Yeah, Ryan Blaney still out in front. This didn't really do anything to change the race. Those green flag stops did not really do much as far as affect the race really at all. But things are starting to heat up. It's starting to get to that sort of crunch time, the final like 30 laps or so, 40 laps of this race. Like, it is starting to get to be that time where it might get a little bit crazy. You're going to see some aggressiveness. You're going to see some guys making some moves. And I tell you, someone who's definitely wanting to make a move, and that's AJ Allmendinger. He's got 2 cars pushing him behind, trying to run down that 12, who's gapped the field a little bit. There's a little bit of gap between the 12 and the field, and now they're battling each other, which is exactly what the 12 wants to see in his mirror. Stenhouse is past Barry. They're getting together a little bit, making a little bit of contact. The gap is starting to close a little bit, maybe. They're side by side for second between Barry and Stenhouse. Barry gets knocked up into the wall. Thus far, it's still looking. The vision lag is bad. Holy crap! Ryan Blaney's Blaney's starting to get away. Blaney is starting to get away. This is the battle for second. Reddick is going to get clear of the 4, but the 4 is still right there. He's still right with him here. Wow, it's lagging really bad. My apologies. And I can't even tell what's happening. There we go. Now it's... Nope. We're still lagging quite a bit here. This just shows how much of a piece of shit computer I have. This is literally just fucking cubes. Why are we lagging? Anyway. Wow, Nope, it cleared up for about 5 seconds. Oh, this is... I sense that we're about to lose this race again. I feel like we're about to crash the game. Because the frame... Okay, I think we're fine now. Nope, nope. I need to shut the fuck up. Because the second I start fucking talking, shit goes wrong and shit happens. Ugh. Here we go. Now it's better. Reddick is going to get clear in a second over Stenhouse now. Ryan... Oh! Okay. Not gonna lie. The 47 should not be in this race still. That fucker was in the grass. He was in the grass of death back there. The 12 has a lead. And I imagine that unless something happens, this race might be Ryan Blaney's. Reddick is pulling away from Stenhouse a bit, though. It's allowing him to focus more on running down that 12. What a race this is turning out to be. It's actually been pretty competitive all throughout. Just showing where everyone else currently runs. There's going to be some green flag stops here. And this is something that the 12 does not want to see. Ryan Blaney does not want to see a caution here. Because he has a gap on the 45 that he can manage. Reddick is closing. Reddick is starting to catch up to Ryan Blaney, though. So this race might not be over, but the 45 and the 12 have gapped the rest of the pack considerably. So this could be a 2-horse race between Blaney and Reddick for this Daytona 500 win. Now the gap is starting to grow again. The 45's losing ground. Ryan Blaney continuing to lead. Focusing in on this battle for second. The 45 has a slight edge on the 47, just a slight. You can see the gap to the 12. It is starting to close. Once again, the gap's starting to close between the 45 and the 12, just a bit. I actually think the whole pack is starting to run Blaney down. Just a little bit. Ryan Blaney might have some pressure coming. The gap keeps getting it keeps shortening down, then it keeps getting bigger. Yeah, the 45 is once again closing in on Ryan Blaney. The 45 is closing once again. He's going to get bounced around. That might have helped him, though. That might have actually given the 45 some help. to run down Blaney. He is still... he's not within striking distance yet. But he is getting closer. We could start to see a battle for this win soon. Reddick is getting closer. The gap is getting smaller to the 12. It is getting slower, very slowly. But I do believe the 45 is running him down. He's going to be there soon. I thought the 12 got yeeted off again. The game keeps baiting me into thinking cars are wrecking. The 12, I think, is going to gain a little bit on that bottom lane. But the 45 is going to get the run off the top. The 45 is so close to the back of the 12. It might just take one good corner for him to pull it off. And that might be coming right here. He's going to go to the bottom. I don't know if that's going to help him or hurt him, though. The 45 is most definitely there. He's coming very close to the back of the 12. Into turn 1. The 12 is just maintaining enough speed, but the 45's coming. 45 is there. He was looking to the inside of the 12 right there. He was looking for it. And we're going to have green flag pit stops soon. That's going to change everything. The 45 is just trying so hard to make anything work on this 12. But now the 12 is starting to gap him again. The gap is growing again, but the 12 got in trouble right there. The 12 got an awkward bounce. The 45's there again. The 45 was in striking distance. But can he make it happen? Can Reddick make the magic happen at Daytona? He's right on the back bumper of the 12. The 12, oh, it's even down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. The 12 is still maintaining it. Here he comes. He's there. Side by side. Side by side for the lead. Between Reddick and Ryan Blaney. Blaney's going to get the run off of turn 4, though. What a race. This is turning into for the Daytona 500. There's going to be pit stops happening this lap. Or next lap, I'd have to imagine. And the 12's starting to gap him again. The 12's starting to put a bit of a gap. This could be huge in the pits. Blaney hitting the apron there, almost getting slowed down. And they're going to come out of 4. Both leaders are in. Barry's staying out. And we're down to the final 11 or so laps of this race. This is huge right here. I thought the 45 got a good line off the pits. The gap is shortened for sure. But the 45 is just a little bit out of reach. You got the 23, the 2, and the 54 staying out. But this is the net battle for the lead right now. Between Reddick and Blaney. This is the battle for the win of this 500. Here comes Reddick. Clear. Reddick takes the lead of the race. Blaney's going to be fighting back. Side by side for the lead. Blaney and Reddick again. What a show this is. This is an incredible battle in the late stages of this 500. 12's going to maintain it though. Reddick's going to have to go back to the drawing board. He's got one more chance, I think, to make it happen. I would say that if he doesn't catch him soon, it might be over. Especially now that Josh Berry is starting to close. Josh Berry is starting to enter this picture. Ryan Blaney is getting away from the 45. The win is slipping away from Tyler Reddick. And this could be Blaney's night, but if he keeps doing that, it might give Reddick an opportunity. Mistake from Blaney allows Reddick to close. Josh Berry is within striking distance of this as well. We're getting down to the end of it. 7 to go. Unbelievable. What a race this is. If you are not enjoying this, then you're in the wrong sport. This is what NASCAR is all about right here. Battles like this. Bubba Wallace could also be coming into play here. But Berry is hounding the back of the 45. 45's trying to keep in touch with the 12. Now Wallace is here. I hate this stupid vision lag. It's getting annoying. Honestly, just don't crash the game. It's all I ask. Wallace has gotten past Berry. And now Blaney's going to have to fend off two Twitter teammates. But he made a mistake again. Blaney with another mistake. Reddick is clear. Tyler Reddick to the lead with 5 laps to go in the 500. Can Ryan Blaney chase him back down? What a race this is. Bubba Wallace now closing on the back of the 12. What a 500 this is. Here comes Bubba to the inside of the 12. He's going to take the second spot away from him. And it's going to be a 23-11 1-2. Blaney is fading in the closing laps of this one. Berry's going to pass him. Blaney moves him up the track. Blaney's trying to find his way back into this. It might be Tyler Reddick's race. We've got 3 laps to go. 3 to go for Reddick. What a show. Bubba's going to have a chance. I think it's a 2-horse race at this point. Can Bubba run him down? 2 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Reddick out in front. Wallace in second. They're both running the bottom. Wallace didn't really get a good bounce there. They're going to be coming down the back straightaway for the second to last time. A slightly different line into turn 3. Reddick's starting to gap a bit. I think it might be over. White flag in the Daytona 500. Final lap for Tyler Reddick. What a start to the season he'd be having. The 12's running real in the 23. If those two start battling, it could be the deal breaker here. Back straightaway, final time into turn 3. And out of turn 4, for the final time, Tyler Reddick is going to win the Daytona 500. For 23-11. What a show. Wow. What an exciting finish. And we're going to go over the race results real quickly before we end this first race. A 23-11 1-2. Tyler Reddick with the victory. Bubba Wallace second. Ryan Blaney third. Ricky Stenhouse fourth. Hocevar with the top 5. Daniel Suarez sixth. AJ Allmendinger seventh. Austin Cindric eighth. Noah Gragson ninth. And Michael McDowell rounds out the top 10. Chase Briscoe 11th. Brad Keselowski 12th. Kyle Busch 13th. Ryan Preece 14th. Harrison Burton 15th. Corey LaJoie 16th, Ty Gibbs 17th, Eric Jones 18th. How did Josh Berry end up in 19th place? He was battling for the win at one point. That's a catastrophic problem for him. You know what? He must have gotten the lap glitch. The game must not have counted one of his laps. Because did he finish a lap down? Yeah, okay. That explains it. Chris Buescher in 20th. Christopher Bell, 21st. Todd Gillen, 22nd. Daniel Hemrick, 23rd. Ross Chastain, 24th. Martin Truex, 25th. Chase Elliott, 26th. Justin Haley, 27th. John Nemechek, 28th. Denny Hamlin, 29th. And Alex Bowman rounds out the top 30. Kyle Larson, 31st. William Byron, 32nd. Joey Logano, 33rd. And that rounds out your regular drivers. Todd Gillen, 34th. Anthony Alfredo, 35th. Riley Herbst, 36th. Jimmy Johnson, 37th. David Reagan, 38th. Kaz Gralla, 39th. And Austin Dillon rounds out the field. We had 2 DNFs in this race. The 36 of Gralla and the 3 of Austin Dillon. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support on this video, and if you want me to continue this season, or if there's anything you want me to change about it, please let me know down in the comments or on Twitter, whichever one works best for you. But I hope you enjoy what I have brought to the table, and you know, I will now put the point standings up on the screen and be wishing you a very good night, because I'm going to bed. It is 12:30. So, let's roll those points, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.